Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time this may catch you. I just want to say hello, hello. I am here a little early, but nevertheless, that's okay. That is quite all right. It is cold and snowing here in Detroit, so um, I'm not going nowhere. I don't have any. Well, yes, I do. The business I got is at home, though, so I'll be okay. Just chilling out with you guys. So, like, share, subscribe, and consider being a member. You can be a member. You can join the community. You can join the community. Please join the community. Please, please, please consider joining the community. Um, the Cash App is going to be pinned. Yeah, and I'm going to pin the tip jar and those things. That's how you support. That's how you support the platform. That's how you keep us going and keep the lights on, as they say. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to put the dogs up. Okay, but come on in, come on in, come on in. Yesterday, if y'all saw the community wall, I just put the streets are on fire. Because the streets was on fire. And I don't usually, I started out kind of with the chat said, you know what I'm saying? Just going over some stuff that I would see happening in the chat. And sometimes, you know what, when people tell you what's in the chat or when people are speaking from the chat, it doesn't necessarily mean that you digging or you grabbing or hold on, let me silence my phone or anything like that. So it's not that. Hey, Valentine, baby, how are you? VJ, hello, hello, hello. Hit that like button as you come in. Double tap the screen. That's how you hit the like button while it's on vertical mode. Okay? Can we do that? Can we do that? And if you would also like to send a super chat, you can send a super chat as well. We're monetizing all kind of ways. So you can hit the super chat, you can hit the Cash App, you can hit the Go, all of those things, any one of those, that's how you can help support the platform. Good afternoon, Deacon Robert. That's my guy. That is my guy. So it's been some things going on out here in these YouTube streetsies. Just some clarifications, uh, some clear ups, some slight air outs, some discoveries. I mean, listen, everybody was on fire yesterday. I said, is this how we about to go over this hump? Whoa. Honey, take us over the hump then. If this how we going over, take us right on over. Take us right on over the hump, honey. Hit that like button for me, y'all. The what do you call them? Bushwatchers, likers, non-likers, and everybody in between. Hit that like button for me. Double tap the screen. Did you hit the like button? Did you hit the like button? Okay. So, now that I got all of the you know, the do's and don'ts out of here, we gonna get started. So yesterday, we had Cruiser come on, William came on, Mad Church came on. Everybody, everybody was on and they was on. They wasn't just on, but they was on. Okay, they was on. Greetings, Joe. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for becoming a member. The membership is going. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, one more announcement. Sunday. Her edition, the ladies round table talk is coming back. Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So put that on your calendar. Put that on your calendar. Put that on your calendar. So we're gonna jump into cruises. So Cruiser came on, and Cruiser said what she said, and we're gonna listen to what she said, and we're gonna talk about what she said. Now, giving commentary, don't put nobody on nobody's side. Okay? When I post stuff or I talk about stuff, it's because I want to, sometimes because it's funny, sometimes it's both, and then because it's my show. So, hey, if I ain't came to you and told you I got no problem and you take a problem and make a problem, then that's your problem. So, we about to get into it. Let me know, I'm about to play a little bit and let me know if y'all can hear it so I know. Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear it. Put a 2 in the chat if you can't. Put a 3 in the chat if it's too loud. All right?
Put our bags in. We had
What's
to
up, JP?
go get some dinner because we were hungry. We got that flight. I'm in.
Okay. Can you hear it? 1, you can hear it. 2, you can't. 3 is too loud. Okay, we got 1. All right. Let's get into it.
It's 7:46 Eastern Standard Time now. Nothing but bags. You know I'm traveling. So, and y'all know I'm on my daughter's time because my daughter was.
And Cruiser took the time out of her travel with her daughter to say this. So you know she had to say it. So we're going to get into it.
This weekend is for her. So she's doing something else right now, so I can go live. So I apologize for being late. I apologize. So what am I talking about? I'm going to get right to it. Because somebody really got me messed up. For real. You know, really got me messed up. So I said, let me go ahead and address this because sometimes if you don't address stuff, people will keep on picking at you. So hello, y'all please speak to each other.
Now she ain't lied. If you don't address it, they'll keep on. And she said, for real. So you know it's for real.
Nothing but bags. Why are you not a mod, sweetie? Why are you not a mod, sugar?
Hold on, let's
go ahead and get this started. Can y'all hear me okay? Let's start with that. Can y'all hear me okay?
Double tap the screen as y'all come in.
Hear me okay? Please make sure that you hit that like button. We're gonna go ahead and get started.
See, even Cruiser reiterated. Hit that like
Rosa
button.
said hitting the like button and running back to Marcellus live. That's okay. Marcellus is who.
Now, one thing that I'm not a fan of, and if you don't tell people, they won't know. When you come into a chat, if you're just going to like, if you're just going to say hi, if you're just going to do whatever and leave, just do that and leave. No disrespect to nobody. Shy Roslyn, that's my girl. I'm just saying this is for everybody. When people are live, when you make announcements like that, it can shift the energy. It can lead people away. It can do things like that. And just don't do that.
I'm talking about. So let me say this. Let me start by saying this. I used to hang over in Daryl Moore's chat some years ago. I had liked Daryl Moore. I remember I started calling him the cigar blogger. I had liked Daryl Moore because I used to hang over his chat. And Marcellus is Daryl Moore's friend. She used to be over there. And they started talking about Larry because some two young men. Am I too loud, Courtney? No. Okay. Two young men. I hate to do this in front of my daughter, but we're going to go on. Two young men or whatever. I don't know what it was because I didn't follow it. You know why I didn't follow it? Because I'm not the police department. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. And two young men or whoever, I don't know who it was. They started down this road of talking about that and everything to go along with that. And I left because I didn't like that conversation.
Now, she has a right to do that. If something is talked about and you don't want to be bothered with it or it's not your cup of tea, you have the right to exit stage left. As a grown person, you have the right to exit stage left whenever you want to.
Let me say it one more time. I used to hang over there with Daryl Moore, the cigar blogger. Daryl, I'm sorry, I'm putting you in this. Blame your friend. And Marcellus, the mad church disease.
Called by name.
Because see, don't you ever tell me what not to do. So you ain't qualified to tell me what not to do. You ain't qualified. And we're going to go into why you're not qualified to ever tell Cruiser what not to do.
She said, you ain't qualified to ever. You see the emphasis on ever? I'm going to put this same emphasis right now on like. Hit the like button. All you got to do is double tap the screen. You ain't got to move. You ain't got to go nowhere. You ain't got to do nothing. All you got to do is go doot doot on the screen. That's it. That's it. That's it. I ain't going no further till I get 2 more likes. 2. 2 people double tap the screen quickly. Put it on the timer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Thank you. Thank you, Robert. All right, let's go.
And I stopped going over there because they was over there talking about that. And I didn't agree. I didn't think it belonged on YouTube, on social media. And I didn't think they was doing it for no other reason than they didn't like Dr. Larry Reed. Now, I said it again. You told me don't say it no more. I said it again. Now what? Now what?
She said, come knock this stick off my shoulder. Come knock this stick off my shoulder. I said it. I'm being messy today. I'm in pain and I don't care. So I'm being messy today. I'm doing this in pain. I am in excruciating pain. I'm actually laying on the table doing this. But I'm here. I'm here. Can y'all help us reach our goal? We only got 5 goals. Can we reach our goal? Let's go.
And I'm gonna say it every time I come on my live. Cause see what you should have did, Marcellus. What you should have done is you should have hit my Instagram or my thing. Cause you said that's what you usually do. Oh, I usually email people, but I'm gonna take care of this in the public. Marcellus, do you want to fight for me or something? Because this is the second time you came for me uncalled. First time was over there in Dr. Was the Judge show. I wasn't saying nothing to you. Wasn't saying nothing to you, and then you started all this. You said you wanted to come around here and be. So what if I did? What is it to you? You act like you want to start some stuff with me. You act like, oh, she wanted to come over here for this, and you. What is your issue with me? Actually, I don't give a fuck what your issue is with me. I don't care. But what you
Let's go.
gonna do is you're gonna get up off me, and if you don't, because you said you can show me the other side, let me see that other side. Oh, I don't want to show you the other side. Y'all don't want. I want to see the other side. Bring it. Let me see that other side, because I likes this kind of stuff. Now I don't really want to do this no more. But what you're not gonna do is keep coming for me, sir. This is number 2. This is number 2.
Now, here's the thing with people and what people don't understand. When you're doing your commentary, when you make it personal, then people are going to take it personal and people are going to react personal. That's just what it is. If you talk personal, people are going to react personal. And when a person has to stop what they're doing to do stuff like this, it's real personal. Let's go.
And you got me messed up. Oh, you got the wrong one. Sir, I don't care where you from Winston-Salem. I don't care if you from Trade Street, 4th Street, Hale Street. I don't care where you're from. Okay? Let me see that other side. What it look like. Bring it on out of here. Bring it on out of here. So let me show y'all what this ninja had to say to a cruiser. As though cruiser give a about anything that he have to say. I'm trying to be nice because my baby girl, she's in here. I'm trying to be nice. Trying to be nice. Let me see if I'm playing the right thing.
That's right, Joe.
Let me see if I'm playing the right
Just
thing.
don't bother people.
I want to play?
I'm not going to play the Marcellus part.
Traumatized by it. When did I ever say with your lying ass that I was traumatized by it? I never say I was traumatized by it. I said on my show, and I even said that to Thais today. Thais was going into some conversation. I said, we don't do that over here. And he said, oh, my bad. I didn't know we didn't do that on your show. I said, it's fine. We don't do that over here. I ain't never said I was traumatized. I said I don't do it. Now, I don't care what you do over there at your show. Don't.
And that's the thing. Let people be people. They'll show you their true colors. That's right, Robert. And here's the thing. Do what you do on your show. Let people do what they do on their show. And everybody will be fine. But you can't police somebody else's show and tell them what they better. That's when you get under people's skin. Especially grown people. You ain't about to tell no grown folk what the hell to do. We're not doing that.
Hair. But you ain't gonna tell me what goes over in my show. And if I want to call your name every single day and say that's why I left, I will. Because had you came to me respectfully and said something, it would have been a whole different thing. But since you decided that you thought you were gonna punk me, since you decided you thought you were gonna, I was sitting on the airplane and I said, oh, Marcellus, because I like the Marcellus show. I do. I like the Marcellus show. But y'all know right now I'm fucked. But I like the Marcellus show. So I'm on the plane. I put my headphones in. I said, wait a minute. He got me messed up. Oh, he got me messed up. Oh, he don't know. He don't know. No, sir. No, I'll let you. This is time number 2. You see, you tried that mess over in the judge chat. You tried me there. I said, okay, let me try to explain this away. Let me, I don't do that beefing thing no more. I don't want to do that beefing thing no more. That's not what I want to do anymore. But see, you can't let people keep coming for you before you finally say something to them. Then you went on to say, with your lying self, I ain't never said I was traumatized by it. Liar.
Uh-oh. You say you like her, Joe. I like her too. Cruiser, that's my sister from another mister. I likes me some Cruiser. If y'all ain't following Cruiser, which y'all probably are, if you're not, go follow her. Cause Cruiser be on it. Cruiser, she be on it. But that I'm not gonna play all of it. But you can't. That's not stuff you can do. You can't. And if that's not what you meant to do, then you need to come back and fix that. People are so prideful that they can't say, I made a mistake. Or if you offended somebody, you too big to say, I offended you. You're too big to say, I apologize. Y'all too big to say, you know what, you hurt me. If you would lay your pride down, admit it, a lot of things could be fixed. A lot of things could be fixed if you would just admit it. That's it. Admitting it don't make you a punk. Admitting it don't make you less of a person. As a matter of fact, admitting it and taking accountability makes you a bigger person. It doesn't make you less than. It makes you a bigger person. You know what? My feelings was hurt. You'll get respect for that. You know what? I said that wrong. I apologize. That don't mean we got to be friends. But accountability goes a long way. Accountability goes a long way. Let's listen to a little bit more.
You don't need to announce that. She get out here and do it. Because see, you know why, Marcellus? Because I'm a grown-ass woman and I can. I pay my own mortgage and I can. I pay my own car insurance and I can. This trip I paid for because I can. And you know why? You know what that means? Because I can. I ain't never got to be slick or sneaky. Because you know what? Ain't nothing you can do about what I say or what I do. I ain't got to sneak nothing because everything I do, I can because I can afford it. I can afford it. I ain't got to ask nobody for nothing. I ain't got to sit around and wait nobody to give me nothing. I got it. I ain't got to sneak and do a motherfucker. Understand that. So no, it wasn't no slick and do nothing.
I'm being respectful on how I'm saying this.
I don't want to play his stuff because I don't want
And that's what I'm telling you. Don't play with me. Play with them people that be over in your chat. Don't play with me, sir. I ain't no toy. Don't play with me.
She said it.
I'm gonna get up in your face and tell the truth. Diminish what? What would I want to diminish anything that you're doing over there? I like when black men is doing something to make money. Because I can't stand a nothing ass, broke ass, inconsistent nigga that ain't got shit. I ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of.
Excuse the words.
On his intelligence. And you are intelligent and got potential, but you ain't never done shit with it but think that somebody's supposed to just take what you say and run with it and give you something. That's the type of ninja you are. That's the kind of man you are. You always thinking that you know everything and trying to tell people what to do and how to do it, and you ain't got shit to show for it. You ain't qualified to tell me nothing.
Okay, I'm a end it there because I don't have the beat machines. No, I just got my monetization. They ain't paying too much attention, but I ain't trying to draw too much attention either. So, excuse me. Again, that was Cruiser. She had to say what she had to say. You know what I'm saying? She said what she said, and that was pretty much that. Marcellus did go live. Now Marcellus, I know you're not. Well, I don't know. I can't say that, but I don't have no problems with you, sir. Um, I don't know, but I'm gonna talk about this because I do watch you. I ain't one of them to be like, I don't watch. I don't. Somebody sent me. Nope, ain't nobody sent it. I watched, and it was a good show. Now Marcellus, you came out here and told us some stuff about Larry. Oh, for mercy, for mercy, for mercy. I don't have no paperwork. Well, I'm not reading no paperwork. Y'all can go on over to Marcellus' channel and listen to those documents. I'm not doing that. But yeah, he told us some pretty interesting things. We got new CEOs and CFOs and secretaries, and I don't know how they knew they recycled, but whatever. Would you say, Deacon, Miss Cruiser gonna speak her mind? And here's the thing. That was light for Cruiser. That was like elementary school for Cruiser. Cruiser didn't go in for real. Oh, she didn't go in for real. Cruiser is cruising. So she ain't, and I hope she don't find no library before she get home, because you can't really get too loud in the library. I want her to be at home comfortable. In the car comfortable. Hold on, let me look at my other phone. Have we hit, how many goals have we? I haven't seen any colors come up. Can we light the chat up? Oh, Jesus, it hurt to cough. Lord have mercy. Oh. So yeah, back to Marcellus. Marcellus gave us some little juice on Dr. Larry Reed. I'm very comfortable being around strong women. And that's the thing, Robert. Strong women don't mean that we're combative or it ain't none of that. We just strong women. We have to be strong. We're bred to be strong. That's why we birth the strongest. A woman brought forth the Son of God. I'm gonna leave that right there. That's for another day. But yeah, back to Marcellus. Y'all can go and watch that and listen to the court documents. But I'll say this: they looking for everybody. From MBN to Dr. Reed to Dr. Darnell Larry Darnell, Reed Darnell Larry Reed Darnell. All of they looking for everybody. Aliases and everybody in between. Oh my. So we're gonna wait for that. Being a woman is about the nicest thing in the world for a woman to be. I love me. I love me. I promise y'all, I ain't never trying to be nothing other than what I am. And that's what God made me. That's what God made me. William went live. William went live. And then I saw something on Joy 105 that caught my attention. Dr. Valerie, she always saying something, but I have a response for Dr. Val. I love a woman's curves. Me too, Deacon Robert. Let's see. Are we gonna go there? We go. No, I'm gonna close out with Dr. Val. Let's go on head over here to William. Let's go on over here. Let's go on over a few states to our great friend William. I hope I didn't offend you. No, Robert, not at all. You didn't offend me at all. I agree with you. You didn't offend me. I don't think you offended anybody. Let's go on over here to William. Now, we know that sometimes William comes to the party late, and that's okay. But there have been some questions about some things, and people was wanting to know some things, especially when he came to the Cheesecake Factory, because there were so many different stories told, and people was saying folks was lying and other people was lying. And I mean, now we know William, and we know William. So we're gonna listen to what he said about what happened about the whole little incident. And then I'm gonna say what I gotta say in between there.
Your call, they don't answer the phone, or then they don't return your call. They're letting you know, I don't want to talk to you. So what do I look like? I'm not gonna keep on just calling somebody. So I don't know what is happening. I am not aware. We went to Cheesecake.
Okay, so before he went into this, he was just saying basically like, why can't people have their falling outs and go their different ways and, be done with that? Hey, Miss Candace. That's pretty much what he was saying. Like, why can't we just go our separate ways and leave it at that? And again, I understand that. I understand what he's saying. So this is William's take from what happened.
We all sat down, we all talked, we all had a conversation. He did the film. He asked us permission if he could go live at the table. I came around because I'm Blanche, or because I'm Diana Ross. I came around. I sat in the middle. At first, we was at a table over to the side.
Okay, so it was established that someone asked to go live. Okay, so that's how that happened.
Okay, let me just going to tell you first. First, we was at a booth in the corner to the side of the restaurant, and so Larry came with Shamako, and so he told me that I invited Ty or whatever, and so he was like, how do you feel about that? So I just said perhaps maybe for the first conversation we could have had this eye to eye, face to face, heart to heart with just us. So he was like,
Now, I don't disagree with William. This was between him and William. This ain't no dig to nobody. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying for friends who were friends before, it should have just been them two. Now, I'm going to say this, and this is just me talking. I'm seeing a play being put together. Good afternoon, Catherine. How are you? I am seeing a pattern, a play being put together because you had already invited somebody and then asked. If the intent was what it was supposed to be, you would have asked and then invited. That's just me. That's just me. But what I'm saying is, it looked like a performance being set up. Let's listen.
well, he probably won't come. He said, I doubt that he probably will come. And so I said, okay. So he did come. And so I was.
So I meant to stop it after that. This is why I say it's a skit being set up. Because you have William there. Back up. You already invited Thais. Then you're there with William and you ask him. Then you say, well, he probably not going to show up. Now, Larry, you knew he was going to show up. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's an opportunity for him to sit with his brothers. So you knew he was coming. You knew he was coming. So don't do that. Let's listen.
At the booth, I was in the booth. I was on one side of the booth, and then it was Larry. I was sitting, and y'all know Cheesecake have those big booths. So I was seated all the way to the front. I had on the fur. I had to take off the fur. My bag was sitting over there next to me. And so then it was Larry, and Larry had this like black and white sort of looked like a Fendi outfit on with this coat with this hood or whatever. And he was sitting across from me, and then right there was Shamako. And so we was having this very serious discussion. So I told Larry, I said, you take your shades off, you take your glasses off, because I need to look at you in the eye. And we had a nice conversation. And he told me everything that was going on and that had transpired. And we talked about the email and the tape. That's what happened. And it was a friendly, brotherly conversation. Ty got there, and Ty is heavy set.
Nope.
And so I get my bag and I get my coat, and Larry and them are transferring my food and stuff over to the other table. So I was like, I hate these sit back chairs. So Larry and Ty, they sat on the bench side part of the table, and then me and Shamako sat next to each other in those wicker chairs. And that's what happened.
Now, hello, Jacqueline. It was said that there was no one else there at first, from my understanding. So now we do know that Shamako was also there. Okay. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey. Hit that like button for me, guys, or double tap the screen for me. Our goals have expired, but our super chat is still right there. So I still need 4 people to do $4.99, and we'll have our goal met. Can we do that? Hey, Clarinda. Woo to the wee, not heavy. Clarinda. Hey, girl. Hey. So I didn't want to play that part because it's 2026 and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm a better blogger. Let's listen.
So I don't know where or why anybody was mad. What we were confused about, what we were disappointed about, is that we left there with the understanding that it was not going to be something that was going to necessarily be discussed or talked about. And we left it at that. And from that point, then we went by, we ate.
So it was explained and understood that it wasn't leaving the Cheesecake Factory. Okay? So let's go. Everybody had that understanding. It wasn't leaving the Cheesecake Factory.
We went by a jewelry store, we all hood, and then went out to the car, listened to the rest of the tape. Before we went out to the car, we walked.
Pause. They kept trying to say that William didn't hear it all. Obviously, it wasn't heard or see, it'd be the word play. No, he may not have heard it all in the Cheesecake Factory, but he did in fact hear it all in the car. It's the word play. It's the word play. I get you. Y'all following this setup? Y'all following this skit, right? Let's go.
Mall a little bit. Larry was looking at some jewelry. We was talking. Shamako was still very upset, and but we said then we went from that. That was the case, and then we went from there, and then the next day, what was I doing? I'm trying to think. Was I live? I can't remember if I was live or if I don't know. I think I might have been live, and then either I was live or was getting ready to go live or something, and then Ty called me and he said, Dontavia Augustus, whose channel goes by the name, that boy. I'm not going to give him, near like or click. Y'all click the likes as you come in. Click the like button. So, he says, he's playing the tape. I said, play the tape. Just like that. I was in shock. So then he goes, because he had jumped off the handle. So then he calls back and he clarifies he's not playing the tape. He's describing the tape line by precept by precept. I said, oh, okay, or whatever. And so then I was like, well, why? Why? And then I had the conversation with Larry. I was like, Larry, why would we went right out of there, and then you change your mind, and then you tell this boy. Now, he maintained his relationship. And we all.
So now I'm seeing why William was really mad. Because, people was trying to say that William was mad about something else, and that's not what William was really mad about. Um, so this is kind of why William was so mad, because if we had the understanding that nothing was going to be said, nothing was going to be done with this, and then you go behind the scenes and give it to somebody else, then the other people gonna be like, well, what the heck? What? So you were stirring up division in the camp behind the scenes, because you had one group over here saying, okay, well, this is what it is, but we're not gonna say nothing. And then you run it over to somebody else and say, oh, well, this is what it is. I need this to get out because they ain't gonna do it. It's a skit. All of these were behind the scenes props, and only one person is pulling the strings. Or is it just me? Let's listen.
Friends, brothers, and he maintained his relationship with Conscious. I said his name. He maintained his relationship with that boy, knowing that he can't stand me nor Thais. Have y'all told Thais that I'm on here, that I'm talking about it? Y'all tell him. Y'all tell him, because I don't say nothing about nobody that I can't say to their face. All right? And so I was, so I felt like I needed to discuss it with Larry. I don't understand this. I'm not getting this. I'm not feeling this. Why are you moving like this? And we just said, well, so. And, he gets amped up or whatever. And so I left it at that. Okay? That is where I left it. Were we still talking? Were we still maintaining our relationship? Yes. We were still talking. We were still maintaining. I told him, what I felt about him telling that boy stuff. And that was it. Then he went in and then he went in and started mentioning us again. And so then Ty was like, I'm not going to say nothing about it. So I think, somewhere between his saying that he wasn't going to say nothing about it or something like that, then I went home. To California. It's Christmas. Child, ain't nobody caring about this mess, and it's Christmas. I was going home to see my mama and daddy and get my presents.
Now, I keep telling y'all when William is talking right, William is talking right. It was the holiday season. Nobody for real was thinking about this. Nobody. Where's Sean at? Why she ain't saying nothing? Where's St. James at? Why he ain't saying nothing? Then they lied about why William was mad. Like, everything was being set up by this writer. And the writer, you know what? It's like how they do like the Love and Hip Hop and the Real Housewives and all of them. They put a skit together and then they edit it out. They edit it out so that you only see what they want you to see played in the front. Clorinda said, Larry is that one messy cousin don't nobody fool with at the family reunion. Seems super childish to do stuff like this at his big age. All while saying he don't do nothing, he don't know why, and it's everybody else's fault. But let's go.
That was what my priority was. Hello? Is it on? Is this thing on? Am I making sense to anybody? I wanted to go home and see my mom. I wanted to go have some dressing. I wanted to go and see my mama. I wanted to have some good old gumbo and see my friends and all of that. That's what I and go shopping and hang out with my family. That's where my priorities was. That's where I was. Everybody was talking about going home, and I told Ty, I said, I really want to. I said I really want to go. I was saying, and then I was like, I didn't want to have to ask. It's like, every tub at some point want to sit on its own bottom. So I was like, I didn't want to really have to, I'm getting stuff already for Christmas and stuff like that, and I didn't want to have to ask them to do my ticket too, and and then I could know that I was gonna have to hear Daddy's mouth if I had to ask him for 50 cents. You're a grown man. You should have been able. And if that social, if that
Hold on.
internet nest ain't making no money, then you need to stop it and you need to get. So I didn't feel like hearing all that. So I went. So I was like, So the last conversation we had, he was like, "Oh, I may throw you something or whatever," and that was it. I said, "Okay." And so I didn't hear from him. I didn't get a cash app or whatever. And so then I sent him a text message, and I was like, "Hey, you didn't, you didn't forget about me, did you? I'm getting ready to go." Blah blah. So when that I was leaving or whatever.
Trying to say every tub what? Listen, I ain't never heard that one.
In Cali. And so he was like, Ty, I talked to Ty. Ty said you was at home. Or that you was going. I was like, yeah. I said, I thought I told you. And then and that was it. Like, I don't understand. I've never said that he wasn't my friend. I've never said that he wasn't supportive. I never said that he was not that he was not kind. I've never said that. I've been to the man's house. We had Popeye's chicken together. I've been to his house. I consider him friend. A friend. He was supposed to, or was going to try to come to Memphis. Smarter. I realized that I knew Smarter.
Now, William is being vulnerable right now. He's really being vulnerable. He's having a transparent moment. And he listen, honey, they broke Popeye's chicken together. They friends. That's his brother. But it's the background puppet master that is in the background doing all of this crazy stuff.
Known Smarter for years, so I don't understand where any of this is coming from. And if Larry decided to go in a separate direction from Bishop Jordan, then that's okay. That's okay. That he has a right to do so for whatever reason, just like I have a right to reestablish or reconnect with a long time relationship. And that's it. So anyway, and then the only other thing that I heard that he held up his thing. I'm in school, y'all. So, and I guess he held up the
Thank you, Miss Candace.
The cash app. And I could go to my cash app. I don't have any problem with going to my cash app report.
Yes, Joe.
All
somebody
right.
definitely
so
pulling
the official
strings.
Thais reports.
We're not gonna get into that. I'm a better.
Given him. All right.
I'm a better blogger, so some stuff I'm not gonna do.
y'all want to see it since he's been a blessing to me with in school, and he knows that, and it is very expensive. And even though I have a partial,
What's up, AT2?
80% or just about scholarship, it is still extremely expensive.
Okay, we're gonna get past that.
From my vantage point and from my side, the air, and he did a show similar to The Deceased, and I'm not really sure understanding why. I don't have.
What's up, AT2? What's up, AT2? Thank you, AT2. Thank you. And I'm gonna do another show, because I think people think when they be saying stuff about me when it comes to this that I be offended by it, and I really just want to give my take on it, my voice, so people can hear, you know what I'm saying, what I have to say. So that's just that, but no hard feelings at all. No, I was laughing. You are hilarious to me. You are hilarious to me. That's why I be shouting you out. That's why I feel comfortable now, because your chat, they protective of their leader too. So I kind of waited a minute till I came in and said something, but I like AT2. AT2, he doing this thing. Robert says, if Bishop Ebenard Jordan got a right to distance himself from Larry Reed, then he got a right to. Yeah. Yeah. So let's listen to what William said.
I don't have no problem. And then I was told that he watched one of my shows.
Okay.
Or he watched my show to make sure, and that he rolled it back and I did. But I wasn't talking about Ty. I wasn't saying nothing about him.
And that time he wasn't.
Y'all
He
tell him
honestly
that
wasn't.
that as far as I'm concerned, we're still friends. I still call him brother. I have absolutely nothing in my heart, because the Bible says.
You say it's interesting, JP.
That if I regard iniquity in my heart,
William be talking.
the Lord will not hear my prayer. Y'all can't be carrying him around. And then you'll sit up and be mad about something that don't even really concern us. That really don't even have.
Hold on, I want to go back to that.
The Lord.
Nope, not that.
You sit up and be mad about something that don't even really concern us.
That's the thing. You can have concerns about it. Well, not even concerns. You can talk about it. But these people are ingesting this. I ain't ingesting it, because my name ain't on not a nan paper. So no, I'm not invested in this. I'm with William.
That really don't even have no thing. Now this is what I'm not gonna do. Now this is what I'm not gonna do.
Here it go.
I'm not gonna sit back and watch Archbishop Bernard Jordan get railroaded, lambasted, and a scenario, and get talked about, and a scenario and a picture painted like he out here doing some
I gotta speed him up.
questionable things and behaving in an unseemly and ungodly manner that's unfounded and untrue. Now, I am going to say, and I didn't know not everybody that's in the whole scenario. I've known them longer, and I have not seen that. I have not seen that. Or what I have seen is somebody that is a black man that the Lord has blessed, and that he's become a millionaire from preaching the gospel. Now that's what I've seen and observed.
Now, I'm going to go with William. If that's what people have seen, and we have this respect and this idea of what we've seen and our personal experience, you can't try to turn somebody's mind on what they've heard. Them two don't work. I'ma say again, if and until my stance is going to be what it is. I'm walking with you, William.
But all of this, and he's been kind,
Very,
and been generous and helpful
very.
to, throughout his ministry to people. And and so
What's
and I
up,
think
Courtney?
that to try, or for people that was at one time in fellowship and you not in fellowship anymore, then and Bishop is always welcome. He and his family he's always welcome. I have not seen that. And I've been reporting on folks for years, and I don't bite my tongue, and I call an ace and a spade, and if you lipping and lapping, and if you doing diabolical things and you perpetrating a fraud and you behaving in one way and professing one thing out of your mouth and then doing something different with your mouth behind the scenes, just like I said when I went on that show with George Bloomer, and I said with the same tongue that Eddie Long speaking unknown tongues with, he was putting his same tongue up in the behinds of both.
What's up, Nicole?
I said it, and before I take it back, I'll add more to it.
Oh Lord, listen, when William gets to going, oh Lord, that is the funniest thing, but he not lying. Now again, when William is walking right, I'm gonna have to walk with him. And when he ain't walking right, I'm gonna say it. So hey, Miss Candace, he is hilarious. He is hilarious. I know we've been here for a while. If you gotta go back, and you off your lunch break, you can hit the Cash App. Leave your offering. Leave your offering. Hit that super chat. We were trying to meet a goal. We need 2. My back. Okay, I'm back. We need 2 more people to hit our goal. Two more people to hit our goal. Let's listen to William.
And who gonna check me?
Period.
So now that and that's what and then they didn't got and went and found some boy. What to the Singletary boy? Why didn't the Singletary boy say when his mama's house burned down? Why he didn't tell them that Bishop Gerard Jordan bought his mama another house when him and his family didn't have a policy when his mama died, and they didn't have a policy to bury her ass. Why he didn't tell that Bishop Bernard Jordan paid to bury his mama, and then you want to go on to on somebody else's show and run the man down. See, if you gonna tell that, tell that your mama got burned out and lost everything she had. Tell that part.
He didn't
Why
tell
you
that.
telling something? Since you want to run your mouth.
Here it goes.
Tell the truth. Tell them that they had to put your ass out of their church because you was running through the church and causing a problem and using prophecy like divination and in a way to get up on some of the older women in the church and going to bed with them, hopping in and out of their beds. Tell that part. Tell the run and tell fact.
Nah. I told y'all the streets was on fire last night. They was cutting up. So William dropping, see, it's the behind the scenes stuff that people ain't bringing to the front because they are writing this script. They are inserting these extra people to come in with these stories, but they're narrating the stories that are coming out. While people live, they sending, ask them about this, ask them about that, ask them about this, ask them about that. Meanwhile, they trying to be in the chat like they ain't saying and doing nothing. But you got to be behind the scenes narrating because you don't want the wrong thing to come out. But it's always somebody that know. So while you bringing these people out, you got to make sure to check their background. But then look at who bringing them out. Never mind. Let's listen.
Tell that your mama that she got burned out and y'all was standing outside on the sidewalk watching everything that you own go up in a blaze of glory and fire hoses and water running down. Everything that didn't get burned up got ran away with the water. Tell that part since you want to tell it. Thank you. Somebody said, "Sir, I'm an amazing and genuine person." I don't listen. I don't know no other way but to be myself. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. This is Wednesday Night Live.
So, a lot of bombs was dropped on Larry last night. A lot of things has come to the forefront last night. And I want to say this. This was not a dig at Thais at all. This was, I was showing the skit. I was showing the skit. And he was playing, he's playing all sides. He's the writer, producer, executive producer, the editor. He's getting paid. He's the Tyler Perry of this skit. He's the Carlos King of this show. He's the Ryan Seacrest. He's the Andy Cohen of this skit. And it's all coming to the forefront. It's all coming to the forefront. And we see it. Some seen it early, some see it late, some still don't see it. Some still don't see it. Even with this court case, some still ain't gonna see it. But those who are aware and thinking and belonging, we see it. We see it. We've been trying to tell y'all, but again, with the narrator being in the background saying, well, they gonna say this, you can only do it for so long. I thank y'all for coming. My last one is Dr. Val and something that she said on I found on Joy 105, and I'm gonna play what she said, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna end it. Well, I'm gonna let somebody else end it. So let's.
There is a difference between your house and the Lord's house. Why would you not want to be in a place? I was heard this one preacher tell me, well, we're in the time of streaming now, and people don't need to come to church anymore. Amen. I'm a screaming pastor, and you're gonna be screaming though if the Lord come back. When I'm a screaming pastor, listen. If you want to stream something, stop going to the basketball game and just go streaming. Stop paying money to go to football games and stay home and stream. Stop paying money to go watch hockey. Just stay home and stream, amen. Now, why is it you can pay money to go to things that ain't going to even make you no better when you get home, but when it comes to God's house, you want to stay home and stream? The devil is a lie. There ain't nowhere in the Bible where God told you to stream. That ain't even scriptorial, amen. You're just lazy. Get your lazy self up. Come back to the Lord's house like he said. The pandemic should have made you better, not worse. I'm sick of all these lazy folks at home, amen. Now, we're not talking about the sick. Now, there are some people that are sick and they can't do it. We're not talking about them. People up in the hospital can't be here. But you're sitting there at home, amen, when you ain't got no scripture for where you laying up there. Get up and put some clothes on. Make your way to the house of God. Come on in there where the feast of the Lord is going. Ain't no feast going on in your house. Ain't nothing but trouble and sadness and sickness, amen. You ought to take some time, amen, to do the Bible.
Okay, so now she said that, and I'm gonna give my closing, and then I'm gonna let this close it out. Thank y'all for watching the Sean Talk Show. Those of you that are watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment respectfully, turn on your notifications. Consider being a member of the Sean Talk Show. Consider being a member. If you are not a member, consider being one. To all of those who have become a member, thank you, thank you, thank you. And listen, we've adopted the gray heart for our color. So when you come into the live, throw some gray hearts in the chat. We don't want to be disrespectful in anybody else's chat. By putting gray hearts, that's not good. Thank you, Valentine, baby. We need one more super chat to meet our goal. One more super chat to meet our goal. But most important, like. Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be her edition. Got some special guests coming. We gonna have a good time. There they go. That's them gray hearts. There they go. There they go. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. And listen, if you're sitting somewhere and you ain't doing nothing and ain't nobody on, go on back and watch some of the old videos. Go, cause it's a lot of them up there. Go and watch some shorts and all of those things. And I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm gonna let this baby tell Dr. Val Why the saints? Thank you, Valentine, baby. We made it. See, look at there. Look at there. Look at there. In the replay, if you want to send a super chat, you can. The Cash App is pinned if you want to do that also. But we gonna let this baby, we gonna let this baby tell us why the folks ain't coming to church.
Let me begin this morning by saying that I love the church. I'm a church baby. I love the songs, I love the singing, I love the shouting, the worship and the adoration. It could be CCM, contemporary, traditional. I love it all. But here's the reality. The church that I know is not the church that my parents knew growing up. Now watch this. I see a different church that's emerging. We don't have any reverence for things that draw you near worship. No stained glass windows, no hymnals. We don't talk in the hushed tones in the sanctuary anymore. We don't have Bibles on the back of pews anymore. How about the fact that churches don't even have pews? No communion table with the 2 chairs they used to tell you don't touch it. But nowadays, churches are built like theaters and comedy clubs. Everybody gotta have flat screens or huge video screens. Now, Bishop, I'm not talking about y'all. Music dominating our service. And preparing for church used to be a whole vibe in my family. You know, getting your clothes dry clean, getting haircuts, getting your hair done at the beauty salon. But now it's different. People are wearing ripped jeans to church. Their clothes are so tight, the whole praise team look like sausages. Strobe lights, you got neon lights and smoke machines. Sunday morning services have turned into American Idol, Sunday's Best, and The Voice all rolled in one. Now, you say that those things don't mean anything, but I challenge you today that we have lost something. And with every technological gain and every attraction, we have lost a little more reverence for God's church. Can I preach to you in here? Now listen, there is a difference between a thermometer and a thermostat. Fashions of the world, secular replacing the sacred. We dance in here like they do out there. Something's wrong with us when we let an artist who talks about stuffing scriptures in her private places be the featured songist or soundtrack artist at our church or family gatherings. The book of Malachi calls it polluted bread on the altar. Now, you can eat it, but it's poison. The Bible said that there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end of that way leads to destruction. In the Old Testament, when the ark of the Lord was